Last but not least, the asset class that every Kenyan goes crazy for, land. Asset class that drives every Kenyan crazy for, land. Hi, my name is Professor Nyakaro, Professor Emeritus of the School of Hard Knocks, award-winning financial advisor. Today I'm discussing asset classes, and today I want to get a little bit into land, not so much into land and speculation and whatever, but just what kind of an asset class it is and what kind of investor should be going into land, what you should expect out of it in terms of risk, return, and how you should gauge yourself in terms of where you are and how much land you should be having based on where you are in life. Are you in the accumulation stage? Have you just started working? Are you now working hard to accumulate wealth, to build a family? Are you working hard to conserve? Now when it comes to conservation, we are talking about savings in terms of investment, we are talking about inflation, conserving against risk. And then we are talking about distribution. Distribution is when you reach that place where you want to live your loved ones, your children. If you have children, should be immediate. Distribution should start immediately the time you have children and a spouse, meaning leaving wealth for your loved ones so that you don't leave them in a bad position. Now, this land, our famous land investment. The challenge with land is that land is very difficult, first of all, to liquidate. And a case in point, you have seen people who are billionaires and millionaires. They own land with a lot of money, land worth a lot of money, but they don't have money that they can't afford a medical cover. They can't afford basic expenses. They may have a big house but live there in no food. It's happening a lot to our parents. And that is some mentality that we have to get out of in Kenyans for us to start becoming wise in terms of financial management. Our heads must leave land. We must start assessing land very critically. Not all land will appreciate, number one. Not all land will help you, number two. And depending on where you are in life, land should be strategic. Those of you who are saying we are investing land for our children, we are going to use it for educating our children. Selling land is, as you can see in these asset classes, it's at the bottom of liquidity. It's the most difficult asset class in terms of liquidation. Land will take you years to sell. It will probably even take you years to buy. Now, another thing is that these Gen Zs and these children that we are leaving land for these days, they're not interested in land. Your land cannot pay school fees. Unless you are building your own personal home, and it should be a small tiny home that is enough for you and your spouse, and maybe one room for a child who will come and visit you occasionally. The rest of your land you should sell, especially if you're over 60, 65, sell that land now when you can. Start selling it now. Put that money in a money market fund. Let that money be earning you daily interest. You can be living off that interest. Let's take, for example, a 20 million worth a plot in Kileleshwa. The plot is worth 20 million. The house on it, the bungalow on it, is earning it 80,000 shillings a month. If you are to put 20 million shillings in a money market fund to earn you daily interest, this is what it will be earning you on the first month, your first 20 million when you sell that land. This is what it will be earning you in 12 months. Compare what your house or your land or your grandfather's land or your parents' land is worth in terms of how much it is earning you in terms of cash. So land is very critical. I'm not saying don't invest in land, but this way that Kenyans we have in our heads, I don't know who traumatized us and told us land. And those of you who are my age mates now who have buried our parents, especially those parents who did not die with wills. Land is now the beginning of family disputes. Land is the beginning of murder. People are killing one another because of murder, because of greed. Families are breaking up because of land. Land should be a very small portion of your personal finances. especially when you're going towards retirement and you're going towards distribution. Start selling off that land now. For you who has bought land and you are telling yourself you are going to invest it in future, unless that land is going to earn money from you, you should only have one residence. Any other asset that you have should be working for you. So if you have idle land, that is a waste. So as you are Professor Emeritus of your School of Hard Knocks and financial advisor, my advice to you is balance your asset classes. Remove your cash from your current account, put it in an old mutual money market fund account. Even if it's 100 shillings, let it start earning you interest every day. That money is not locked out. I don't know how else I'm going to sing this gospel. I print it every day in my daily gospels that I send to people, my daily scriptures. I put it in my Facebook every morning. Click on that link, onboard yourself in a money market fund account, start earning interest daily. It's not for the rich. Here is my QR code. In my bio, there is a link. At the end of this video, there will be my QR code, there will be my link, there will be my details. Once you have done this assessment, look at where you are. 1, cash should not be. You should not be having any cash unless the one you're going to use today. If there's money that you're going to use tomorrow, it should be in a money market fund account, specifically an old mutual money market fund account, because you have quick interest. The same way you pull money in and out of your current account, your Barclays Bank, your KCB, your Faulu, your who, is the same way you can be doing it with your bank account. And by the way, this one is very easy. We don't even need to see your face. Do people still go to banks to sign forms to open accounts? With a money market fund account, you are seeing this QR code, you are seeing my link, you click on it, and automatically you onboard yourself in minutes. The advantage you'll be getting is that the services you get from your bank account don't match getting what you get in a money market fund account, specifically earning inflation. So all these asset classes, unless treasury bills, if you're putting money in treasury bills, you should be in a money market fund because it beats inflation, and money market fund, the interest is compounding. If you are in listed stock markets, if you want to invest in the stock market, please look at going into an equity fund. Why? Professional fund managers manage the risk, diversify the risk for you, and also diversify the returns for you. Insurance policies, as you can see in the list of hierarchy of liquidity, not as liquid. They take time to liquidate. They are for long-term savings. So when you look at yourself, know that an insurance policy is for a long-term plan. Alternative or SACCO investments, they also take long to liquidate. Sometimes 2 weeks, sometimes 2 months, and I don't know whether if you have not met the terms of the SACCO or guarantors or somebody to guarantee or warranty you or whatever, you'll even get that money. So as you can see, your SACCO also does not earn you compounding interest. It earns you simple interest, which means you are not beating inflation with your SACCO returns. They may be locking you in, and they lock you in and then bring the money to the money market fund. So we are investing your money through a money market fund, giving you a SACCO returns, but those returns do not end up in your pocket. So on board right now. Here is the QR code. On board immediately. Have your copy of your ID, a copy of your KRA PIN, and proof of bank details. Open your money market account now with just as little as 100 shillings and start your journey on financial planning. Last but not least, there are alternative investments and commodities. That is oil, that is coffee, tea, gold, art. Those ones, cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, foreign exchange, those ones, they require inside knowledge, they require technical background. So those ones, we leave them to a certain amount, a certain kind of investor. And then the last but not least, land. And land, I told you, land cannot be used as an emergency. Land, you'll only be buried in 6x6. So the only land you should be concerned about for living on is the one that you'll be buried in and the one that you live in. All other assets, including your land, should be sold or should be earning you a return. All your assets should be earning you money because you are earning the money. So these are the asset classes. I have been Professor Nyakaro, Professor Emeritus of the School of Hard Knocks, your award-winning financial advisor. At the age of this video, you'll be able to onboard onto your money market account. If you have any more queries, get in touch.